Hey guys, so I wanted to do a kind of I guess it's a review of the Flex 1.6 gallon Shopvac. This thing is very dirty, and we actually have two of them, which I'll get into here in just a minute. The other one, I showed video of it acting weird, which I'll clip into this video. I did want to show this with this Flex Shopvac. I actually have two of these. This is my older one that I have, but whenever I turn it on, it'll make some kind of really weird noise and won't suck at all, and then the noise will change and then it'll start sucking. So I just wanted to show you this. We have some sawdust here. So I don't really know why it does that, because it sucks fine, you know, after that couple second period of making the weird noise. It ends up working just fine, and it always does. It's consistent, although this Shopvac has not always done that. It just started doing it a while back. I have removed and cleaned the filter and all that stuff. So I'm not really sure why it does that weird noise. But it still works perfectly fine. Just something to note, I suppose. My other Shopvac does not do that same thing. The other one would make a weird noise on startup, and then the fan would kick in and it would start sucking. Shortly after I recorded that clip, the other Shopvac actually just completely stopped working, to where it would no longer suck. It would keep doing the weird noise, but just no suction was happening. So since I already had this replacement one, I just decided, well, I'm just kind of curious to see if it is something I can fix. So I basically dismantled every part of it that I could, just to see what I could see, you know. I mean, it almost sounded like there was just something caught up in the fan or the motor or something. But either way, I dismantled it as far as I could and reassembled it, and it still had the same problem. So the other Shopvac is dead. But anyway, I've been running this one actually even more than the old one at this point, and it works great. I mean, there's really no issue. You have to realize, though, with these smaller diameter hoses, they're not good for big stuff at all. You know, like if I were to go try and suck up the mulch right there, it would almost instantly clog this thing up and just not work at all. This is really good for small things like little bits of sawdust, kitty litter. You know, you drop a glass jar and the glass shatter, something like that. It's really nice for it. It's just convenient just to pick up and grab. It does have this little handle here, and then you got your two suction speeds here. I don't really know why they even have that option. I always just go to 2. Something I've always noticed, though, is these handles feel rickety. I've not had it break on either one, and I don't see a way to tighten it. Maybe if you snap those. Shadow. It's a vacuum. There's might be a way to tighten that, I'm not sure, but on both Shopvacs, that just feels pretty rickety. So, attachments go. We hardly ever use the brush one. We use this one probably the most. And there's one back here that stores in here, kind of that long, skinny one. It's dirty. That houses there. This does not come with both of these. One of these is just from my the other Shopvac, so that doesn't even belong there. But what this is an attachment to tools. You can like hook this thing up to a circular saw. And to my surprise, that actually works pretty well. I'll add in a clip or a picture of me cutting some OSB, doing the same amount of cuts for the same length, and you can see the amount of sawdust left while using the Shopvac and the amount left without using the Shopvac. It actually works really well for that. It's a feature I really don't use too often. Most of the time when I'm using my circular saw, it's at work, and I don't typically bring this to work. But anyway, it's a nice little feature, especially if you're just working inside. It does work really well. It does have kind of onboard storage here for these things, and they have a pretty good friction fit here. It is a wet and dry vac. I've only used it for wet stuff, I mean, just a couple times. Really not much, just because I don't really want to bother with taking off the filter all the time. You got 2 tabs. One there. One there. And then it lifts up, exposing the filter down here, which you can unscrew that and pop it out and clean it. I generally just kind of beat it around and get most of the dust off that way. And then there is the empty container. Something to note is, for whatever reason, just the shape of this thing and this thing, it almost looks like it goes that way. And so I imagine other people fiddle with this too, but it's not a natural looking. I understand it now, but I would always try to put it in there backwards to start off, and it was just kind of irritating. We have those clips. They pop in nice and secure. Now on the other one, we actually had one that kept popping off, and to be honest, there's a couple things between these clasps and this that just feel slightly chintzy compared to all their other tools. I was able to pop the clip back on the other one, but it was just something to note. I'm just being honest here. Anyway, it's a really nice Shopvac. I mean, size reference here. There's just my leg, my boot. You know, I mean, it only weighs, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds, something like that. So it's not bad at all to carry around. But you have to realize it's not a full-size Shopvac. It's just really good for those small little tasks where you don't want to be dragging out a cord, things like that. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show in a couple clips, if I haven't already, of me using this thing in a variety of different situations. And, yeah, oh, I also will note that Flex's warranty was no issue whatsoever. All they did is ask for my number or name I registered it under or whatever, just to prove that I bought it. And then they shipped me a new one, and I asked them what they wanted me to do with the old one, They had said, keep it, throw it away, do whatever you want with it. So that was really fast, super convenient. 30-second phone call. Good job on that. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching.